Salutations, everyone. This is the butterfly. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Well, I decided to go ahead and clear this show off the books, because every time I want to do something else, uh, this show is just staring me right in the face. And so many things are coming up in the atmosphere that I want to talk about. But in the spirit of discipline, I decided I want to get this show off the books because it is just as valuable as all the other shows that I want to do. Okay? All right. With that being said, as you can see, the title of the show is Master Your Elements. And before I start the lecture, let me just say we are all of these things. We are all of the elements. We are air. We are water. We are fire. We are earth. We are spirit. We are all of these things. You know, but specifically when I say master your element, I mean how we present to the world uh, re- um, through our zodiac signs. Okay, so for instance, I'm going to start in the order how I perceive that it is in the tarot. Okay, so we'll start with air. Okay, the element of air. And this is the people that are air elements that present as air elements are Geminis, Aquarius, and Libra. Okay, so these would be your air signs, if you will. Okay, so it's important to master your elements regarding your area of how you present to the world, okay, or how you operate in this space, if you will. Okay, air signs, air, if you think of air, the elements of air, all of these energies are strong, okay, but air is like, it has so much to offer as far it gives you oxygen, or the air can be sucked out of the room. It can be like if it has too much help me spirit, like when you exhale, okay, you exhaling carbon dioxide, right? That's like a waste product of your exhalation. And if there's no circulation in the air and it's like a tight space, eventually your usable air will run out. Okay, so like if you ever have the heard of the saying that some people just suck the air right of the room. Okay, so you have to match your air, your element. Air is communication, air is ideas, you know, air is I want to say dreams. Okay. So thoughts, ideas, dreams, things that you see with your eyes, some air signs usually they have to master the element because they live in their head a lot. They live in their head a lot. So if they don't have enough fire in their chart, they won't take action on a lot of their ideas. They'll just like romanticize it, because they have too much water and it'll put the fire out. So then there's no forward movement. So Air is, air can be cold. The communication can be cold, it could be thoughtless, or it could be genius. You know, it could be cutting, sarcastic, just the style of communication. Air can be hot and stuffy, or it can be a nice cool breeze, and comfort you. It just depends. I hope this is making sense. Okay, because as I do all of my videos, I don't write this down. And it serves me right because I should have done this video when it first came up in my psyche. But I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. I need to give myself credit for, making a commitment to get this off the books. So, air, and another thing, they air signs, they need to say what they need to say. They have to, work on saying what they need to say, and not having that fear, okay, of just not moving forward with the things that they have to say. They have to be careful of living in their heads, okay? And because these air signs, they have a lot of ideas, but because they have so many ideas, and they've seen so many things, and they can have a lot of interests. Okay, it's like they need to experience these things in order to have an affection for them, okay, which will lead them to take action on their ideas and make them manifest, okay, which leads me into the next element of water. Now, water is again a strong element. They're all strong elements, I mean, I feel like it goes without saying, but just in the flow of things, if you think of water, it could be shallow, it could be deep, it can be cold, it can be warm, the water could be rough, it could be still, you know. And the thing about water, and water represents emotions, you have to be able to master your emotions. And for the water signs, I'm speaking to Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancers, how we present in the world. Okay. And I'm only speaking of the sun signs in this presentation because it's how we are presenting to the world. Okay. It's how we're dealing with our environment. Right. The hand we were dealt, so to speak. We have to master that. We have to master that because that is our element. And as I have said in the beginning, we are all of it. We are all of it. We're earth, we're fire, we're water, we're air. In spirit, we come from spirit. I could have began with spirit. But the thing is, life is a cycle. So we're going to begin and end with spirit. So we're in water now. And the thing about water is, it can be rough. If you've ever been to the beach, you got like sometimes you got waves that'll knock you over, and you just try to maintain your balance, and it just you just can't. Okay, it just overtakes you. All right, that's emotion. That's emotion, and it's important to uh, regulate your element of emotion because it can hold you back, or it can propel you forward. It can heal you. You know, it's a. I mean, water as if the analogy is water to relationships, which it is, um, sometimes you just have to ride it out because it just gets rough. It gets rough, and you have to learn how to, ride out the turbulent uh, waters of emotion. Because anger and love and jealousy and envy and all of the emotions that come in the spectrum of your heart, you have to be able to manage them because it can overtake you like a wave and drown you. I once, I once, uh, I want to say like compared it to a car, like emotions to a car. Okay, so like if you're driving a car, it takes you have to keep your eyes on the road. Okay, you have to stay within the speed limits, and look out for the other driver, you know. So if you like, you just lose control of your car, imagine the damage that could happen. You can, you can get into a wreck, you can kill people, or you can even kill yourselves, you know. So, like, love is an emotion that you really, emotion, the water elements, is something that you really need to uh, manage, especially if you are a Scorpio like myself, a Pisces, or a Cancer, because them emotions could get out of hand. I can't tell you how many times I let my emotions get the best of me. Oh man, I can laugh now, but it was not funny then when I was acting the absolute fool. Like, okay, I remember this. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you one story. Like, I remember this guy, like, he cheated on me, right? And then I was on vacation and I came back and then he brought me my favorite flowers, like the lilies. He brought me some peace lilies, he made it up to me, he was telling me how, um, that's when I was, still kind of religious, whatever. He was telling me, was like, God forgives, why don't you? And I'm like, I was like, you know what? He's right. He's right. You know, 2 months later, why his girlfriend was calling me like the girlfriend that he lived with that was just on vacation visiting her folks. Like, okay, I was so mad at him. Now, usually I would have just let it go, but I feel like the fact that you went out of your way and then you came here to lie to my face and then you used religion as a way to get me to forgive you when you knew goddamn well that not only was you going to do it again, but you never stopped doing it in the first place. Like, you was all the way wrong. I don't want to incriminate myself to tell y'all what I did. But let's just say my emotions got the best of me, and then it provoked me to, action. It provoked me to be about that action. You know what I'm saying? That's when that Wands energy jumped on me. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to my next element, which is fire. Okay. All about that passion, all about that heat. Now, you know about fire. You know that fire could burn you. okay, to ashes or warm you up. You know what I'm saying? And it is contagious. It feels exciting. Okay. All right, it feels exciting, because some people, it, it- it's just like, and when I talk about the fire, I'm talking to Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The fire. Ooh, ooh, that fire could get you. You could be hot tempered. You could be passionate. Like, and you cause you to do shit without thinking. Shit be so, you be so mad, like in that fire start blazing, and before you know it, you be done burnt down everything you built to ash. You know what I'm saying? Golly, that fire is something else. But fire is good for inspiration, for passion. You know, that's that sexual energy. That energy that is the desire energy. You know, all desire is really sexual energy. You desire a beautiful car. You desire because it makes you feel beautiful. It makes you feel sexy. You know what I'm saying? When things are not going right for you and you feel stuck or whatever, you don't feel that fire energy. You don't feel that inspiration, that motivation. And that's that fire, you know. It's a fire to move, to act, to verb. You know what I'm saying? That's why fire comes after water, the emotions. Because it's that emotion, the depth of it, the strength of it, that get that fire going, that heat that water up, make it steamy when they come together. Because they still their own elements. But when they alchemize together, baby, something else. You know. So fire signs, you have to be careful of being hot tempered. You know, did I say that? Yeah, you have to be careful of being hot tempered. You have to be careful of wasting energy because you have a lot of energy. Okay, you have a lot of passionate energy, but you need to focus that energy. Okay, you need to focus that energy because you seem so like dynamic. You know what I'm saying? That people kind of take advantage, I want to say, of you because it's like you're so good at it. Hey, can you do this for me? You know what I'm saying? They don't even try for themselves. So it's like they waste all of your energy, you know, and then when you spend all of your energy fixing everything for everyone, doing everything for everyone, going where they want you to go. You know what I'm saying? Just doing. All right. You realize that they don't have that same energy for you. They don't have that same drive that you've given them. Okay. And now you don't have, you have just enough for yourself, but like you just like let some of the burdens down. Okay, focus your energy on the things that are going to propel you forward successfully. Okay, because at the end of the day, these people really are not, you know, everyone is not like they're not there to exchange energy. They're just really there to take energy. You know what I'm saying? And yes, you have a lot of energy as a fire sign. You're hot. You know what I'm saying? It's you got a lot of it going on, but you can experience burnout. You know what I'm saying? And why waste energy? You know, when you can use your energy, direct your energy, your force, your fire, your heat, your speed, your velocity to propel your own interests, your own desires, okay? To feed your own flame, if you will, all right? To make your own dreams manifest, okay? Which brings me to earth, earth, you know. You can plant seeds in earth, and it just the soil, depending on the conditions, okay, it can just bring this. It can just bring all kinds of abundance, okay, all kinds of growth. It can feed. It can be stability. It can grow roots. Okay. It can also be mud. It could also be quicksand. You know. So I guess what I'm saying is earth signs, and I'm talking to Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. You have to decide what kind of condition is your soil. Is your soil fertile, in the way that things grow there? Okay, it's abundant, it's lush, it's green, it's healthy. Or is it like barren, like nothing grows there, no one lives there, like, you know, or is it quicksand, you know, that you think is safe, but then, you start sinking to your death. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are different kinds of earth. So I guess what I'm saying, earth signs have to be careful with the conditions that they are uh, planting their seeds in. They have to be careful of the conditions, you know, because they're quite traditional, you know, and they have to be careful of not getting stuck in their old ways, have to be more flexible, you know, because things take a while to grow with the earth signs. They take a while to, you know, grow on them, so to speak. So they kind of have a certain way of doing things, which kind of can make them, not willing to try new ways to do the same thing, you know. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard in order to have value. It doesn't have to be complicated in order to have value. Okay. You have to be careful not to be a stick in the mud. All right. And you have to be careful not to be so ungrounded, unsolid that you're like sand, or even worse, quicksand, you know, to where you're not being authentic. Be your authentic self and know that there is no honor in suffering. You don't have to suffer. You can make choices that actually make you happy. you know, and you don't have to do it the way it's always been done. Okay, you can change. You can change. Right? And when it's all said and done, and we've manifested, we've we put all of this together, we've alchemized, we've managed our air, our water, our fire, and our earth, because we are spirit, we are spirit, then we will be fully balanced. We'll be fully balanced. But it is definitely important to manage your elements. And I'm not really sure what more I could say about that. I had a couple of ideas I wanted to say about it, but I just wanted to make sure I got this off the books. I may return to it in other forms, but I know that it is definitely important to master your elements. Okay, because for myself, I got some news I was really not happy with, and because I was gonna do this show like 3 days ago, but like the news just knocked me off of my just it just put me under the water. It put me under the water, and I was swimming in it. I was swimming in it, just like but eventually I had to get to dry land. I had to, like, come on, dry it up, move on. You know what I'm saying? Now, now what else is going on? But I did honor myself and give myself a chance to grieve. I didn't do like I usually do, like, like when somebody falls and shit, and they hurt themselves. They just pop up and go, I'm okay, I'm okay. They just keep going. No, I didn't do that. I had to stew in my disappointment for just a little bit, because I was disappointed. Mm. So I decided I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna do the show today, no matter what. I do not care. It's getting done today. Okay. So I'm proud of myself for that, pushing through. And everybody's their own worst critic, but I'm gonna be kind to myself. That's another practice, and I implore you guys to be kind to yourself too. And I think I went through all of the elements and why it's important to manage them. And I guess I'll just do a quick run through. Air signs: Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You know, stop living in your head and grab onto one of those wonderful ideas, any one of them, okay, that you have. They're all wonderful. Grab onto any one of those ideas, set your heart on it, take action, and make them manifest, okay? And for the water signs: Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, uh, it's important to control your emotions. I know your emotions are very strong. It's important to steer your car because if it gets out of control, it only does damage. Okay, sometimes we need to take a step back, and when we are drowning in our sorrows and our emotions and it's overtaking us, it's time to take a step back to the shore, okay, so that we can get our wits about ourselves, get our balance back, okay, because you won't be able to get yourself to safety if you drown in your emotions, okay. I feel like I should say something more about emotions. Water. Because they're a powerful force. They're a powerful force that moves you, you know. So it really is, and the thing about it, you have to be careful not to allow people to use your love for them against you. Okay. If you know that something isn't right, you need to stand up for yourself. It's not just because you love someone that you allow them to get away with bad behavior. Because you have to love yourself first. That is a part of loving yourself. Having boundaries, healthy boundaries in your relationships. Okay. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. Healthy boundaries because love is, it's a moving thing, just like fire, wands, fire. Just heat it up, especially when it's hot, so you got to manage that. You got to manage that. And um, for my fire signs, um, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, you need to manage your energy. You need to direct your energy and use it for your own good. Use it for your own good and watch your temper. Okay, because your temper, fire, as I say, it can be very destructive, or it can be healing. You can warm someone up after they've experienced hypothermia, and heat. Uh, sometimes it speeds things up. It makes things bubble, you know, makes things sizzle. So it could be a good thing, but you could be hot headed, or you could be too passionate as far as like because you don't add enough heart into it. It's just more like the passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you like me, I like you, let's get it. Like, you have to put more thought into it. Have like, okay, I like you today, but like, what do we really have in common? You know what I'm saying? It has to be some thought, some heart before you just take the action, because then it just lead to promiscuity. It just lead to just wasting energy. You know what I'm saying? That you could be using to propel yourself. Okay, I think I'll leave it there for that. For fire energy, and just watch the hot headedness. Just taking action without thinking, just wasting, wasting. You can focus your energy because you have so much of it. It could be doing so much good for you. You could be further along uh, than you are if you didn't waste an amount of energy. Okay. And you would balance your frustration if you had healthier emotional boundaries because, you know, that's important. Okay, so let me move on to the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, uh, Capricorn. Okay, you just have to be careful. You just have to try to be more flexible. There is a beauty in tradition, okay, and elegance, a sophistication, and all that. But why just try to be more open to making your life easier? okay, and getting out of your comfort zone a little bit because you don't want to be so stuck in tradition that you become like a stick in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not able to change with the times and be flexible. Okay, because these times they are a changing. So be flexible and don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, don't be so hard on yourself, and that will allow you to be easier on others. Okay, because very by the bookish. That's what you be doing. You're by the bookish. Okay, and if you're wondering what this lovely stone is, let me put it in there. That's a howlite. Okay, that's a howlite. So I'm working with this and this. I have my golden quartz here. I love my stones. I freaking love my stones. And already my shungite. I freaking love my shungite. I love my shungite. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. Like, yo, sometimes I'll be singing to this shit like la 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 la, and I can feel the vibration. This is such a great conductive stone. It's beautiful. I just love the energy. It feels like it magnifies my own vibration. You know what I'm saying? And I really like that. I really like that. You know what I'm saying? Shungite. I didn't get a chance to put this in the live, the description, but please go to Crystal Light Palace, and you will see .com, and you will see some lovely stones that you can purchase. Please support my affiliates. All the stones you see on my show I've gotten from her. I'm sorry. I've had this, I think, about 2 years now. This is my labradorite. I've also gotten this from her. I got one from me and my husband. Mm, I love my labradorite stone. Okay, I sleep with this over my bed. It gives me good dreams. Okay, it's like my aurora borealis all up in my little piece of sky right here. Okay, and then I got my selenite also from her. My selenite wand. This selenite, it clears all the other stones. This selenite doesn't even need clearing. Like the other stones may need clearing. This stone clears them all. This crystal clears all of them. And I have like stones all over the house. Some call to me when I'm outside or whatever, but we'll talk about some of the stones I have. Crystal Light Palace, please go and support her. Crystal Light Palace, CrystalLite Palace. Go and look at my other video. I can't remember the name of the videos. It's in the description. Crystal Light Palace. She has so much lovely crystals and creations. I don't know if I showed you guys, like she made like this butterfly for me, and she made a uh Taurus head for my husband. It's a whole Taurus, like it's a whole bull. Little figurine out of I forget what's the name of this stuff. It'll come to me. It'll come to me when I start handling it and stuff. It'll come to me. But today I'm working with the howlite. Okay, I got the shungite. Oh my goodness, did y'all see that? It was so. Oh my goodness, look at that. This is the elite shungite. Okay, this is the best one. They do have the black one. Okay, that is the lowest quality one. Okay, I mean, no shade. No shade. Okay, but these are from Russia. These come all the way from Russia. All right. You can put this in your drink. I like to put it in my drinking water sometimes, like to just like hold it in there for a couple of seconds. Even though I use a filter, but still, I just love it. I love it. Can you tell? Like I just keep putting it in the camera. It's lovely. Like how it just reflects all of those light like that. It's just, oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing. Crystal Light Palace. Please go support my friend and support the butterfly too. Okay. She got all kind of things. I have my soaps. I went on my website today just to check it out. So you could still go on my website, www.hempbutterfly.com, and you could actually book you a reading through my website. I tried it today. So you can book you a reading through my website, but until I figure out what they're trying to do with the bank account, please pay at the PayPal OGJW72 at Yahoo. Okay. So y'all could pay at that, or y'all could pay at the Venmo Empress Butterfly 1111. I got my soaps. This is my coffee soap, coffee and flaxseed soap. Okay, with goat's milk. All right. All of my soaps you can use to wash your hair and your body, your face. They are good for all over your body. Even you can wash kids' hair with this, okay? Because the suds, they don't just like slide all over your face. These suds, they kind of like the suds that kind of stick on your hair. How to explain it, but I mean, even though you be careful, you don't want to get this in your baby's eyes or anything, or even in your eyes, because it has happened to me once or twice, and it burns like it burns like soap burns when it gets in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to wash your hair with it. It doesn't have any harmful additives in it. It's all natural. And, it's the flaxseed and coffee soap. And I also have, this is my carrot and ginger soap. This is the one I'm currently using. This one actually lasts a long time. I wasn't expecting it to last a long time like this. It lasts a long time. And I wash my ass and my hair with this. I'm gonna have to bring my the little scrubs that come with it. Okay. I'm not having no Black Friday sale, but y'all could still, support me over at my website. Okay, and get y'all something nice. Y'all can order a t-shirt, y'all can order a reading. Y'all could order some CBD oil. Y'all gonna be I'm introducing my new gummies. I'm gonna be having some gummies. I made some a tester one that I just been giving them out, and they seem to be working all right, So I just wanna um idealize the packaging and everything, to really put it out there. But I'm still gonna be using what I got now. So like, but you're gonna be getting quality products with my heart put all up in there. Love, and I use my products on myself. Look at me, look, looking beautiful. Look. I would sell the stuff I do with my hair, but no, I'm gonna just give you all the recipe so that y'all could make it yourself. Okay, because that is like making it myself is just like it's messy. Even though I do like a little messy, but like I need some different equipment. We'll talk about it. That's something totally different. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna put 3 cards to cap off this message. We'll find out, what we don't see about managing our energy. I'm gonna do a darkness, dawn, light spread. Okay, so the universe is basically gonna tell us what we need to know, what we don't see, what we will begin to see, and what will be clear once we start managing our energy. Card just flipped out. Okay. Ugh. card just flipped out. I'm gonna show y'all the card that flipped out. Devil card. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't manage your energy. You become like a puppet on a string. Okay. Become like a puppet on the string. All right. And things control you. You don't control. It's like your environment controls you. You know what I'm saying? And that is not really what's the deal. You need to control your environment. Okay. And that means controlling yourself. You know, managing your thoughts. Okay, because your thoughts could get out of hand too. You know, your thoughts can get out of hand. Negative thoughts can just lower your vibration. You know what I'm saying? Negative talk, things that you watch negatively, things that you listen to negative. All of that is like going into your orifices. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll come out again. All right, the world card. I'm gonna take that. I dropped some cards on my little table. It's all right. I ain't mad at it. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. What we don't see is that when you don't manage your element, you know what I'm saying? You can't level up. Okay. You can't be complete. You know what I'm saying? This is the world card. This is completion. This is like a leveling up. This is a total acceptance of who you are, a knowing of who you are. You know what I'm saying? A complete understanding. Okay. You just leveling up. You leveling up. You know what I'm saying? When what we would begin to see, and this came out in the reverse, that like running from the truth and doing nothing, it's just not it's not the move. It's not the way anymore. It's no good for you. And it's not gonna heal you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to heal you. It will be clear that healing needs to take place. Balance needs to be restored in relationships, in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because really your emotions are your power. All right. So things need to take place inside you it in order for things to really be balanced. You know, harmony in your relationships, harmony in your heart. You know what I'm saying? All the way back to your childhood. Things you will have an understanding of why things were the way they was and why you reacted to it. And it'll be growth through that. It'll be healing. This is what you will see. This is what you will come to. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Spirit. And I really hope that helps, someone. Personally, I'm pretty proud of myself that I came on here because, the procrastination with a romantic like myself is real. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing I learned about being a romantic, that sometimes the fantasy is a lot better than the shit playing out in real life. Like, so you gotta balance out You know what I'm saying? You can kind of ground yourself in reality. That's what I'm saying. Get to the shore. You can't be just adrift in your emotions. Get to the shore. Oh my goodness. Spirit. Oh, and also I would like to ask you guys to please, please, please give me a like and give me a share, to increase my viewership and to get me all up in the algorithm, so that, and hit the bell notification so that you know when I'm on. And also, soon, the butterfly will be accepting donations and payment for her product and her craft in Bitcoin. But for now, Bitcoin only. That's the only cryptocurrency I will be accepting for now is Bitcoin. Okay, so if you like what I do, and you just want to give the butterfly a little bit of, exchange of good energy, because I'm sharing myself with you, and whatever you could do to help me, which is hit the like button, leave me a comment, you could leave me a tip, you know, we could anything is ways that we could exchange energy, you know what I'm saying. Let me know that what I'm doing, you're feeling it, you know what I'm saying. Give me some feedback because it's important to me. Okay, so with that being said, I want to thank you for being here when you can be anywhere else. The butterfly loves you. Namaste.